have two lipsticks to use at least twice each month. We're going to have an orange, a blue, and a green to use at least 5 times in the next 2 months. Have I achieved that? The short answer is no. Even though I did get some progress with my eyeshadow palette, the part with spice it up products failed miserably. Hi, my name is Maria. Welcome to the Art App, a place where we enjoy beautiful things, not just in beauty, but in life. Join me as I dive in the process of emptying makeup products and discover that project panning is actually much more hard than I initially thought. Let's get into it. Anyway, let's start on the positive note. The progress in my ABH Modern Renaissance palette. Here at the top you can see how the palette looked when I started, and at the bottom is the progress I made 2 months later. There you can see 3 pans in Raw Sienna, Red Ochre, and Warm Taupe. These are the shadows I've been reaching the most. I used Raw Sienna as my bronzer, Red Ochre as my blush, and Warm Taupe as my crease eyeshadow color. And I used them 11, 7, 7, I believe, times correspondingly. I can clearly see that the pen expanded in Tempera, which I've been reaching as my brow bone highlighter, and Antique Bronze. I used it for one and done eye look. Each of them I have applied at least 8 times. 3 times I've experimented with Primavera and Vermeer as my highlighter. Both of them worked greatly when I applied them in a circular motion, trying to rub it in my skin. The other shade I use a lot is Cypress Umber. I think this is the way you pronounce it. I used it at least 8 times. I can spot a small dip in the corner, and unfortunately that's all. Originally I thought it would be the very first eyeshadow where I can hit the pen, since it should be perfect as an eyeliner or to create depth in my outer V, but I'm not sure if it's because of the age or maybe something different happened. Even layering doesn't help to make it richer or deeper, so I actually have some hard time using it. Love Letter and Real Girl have been used as my blush, I think at least twice. And several days ago, I actually rediscovered Buen Fresco, which alone was a kind of struggle for me to use, but when it is paired with Colourpop's Glass Bull, it gives you a very pastel, ethereal look. Actually, I feel so bad discovering it just right now, and that was a very good push to dive into my toppers in order to somehow use up the outsiders in my eyeshadow palette project panning. Those are Golden Ochre, and Burnt Orange. Unfortunately, I haven't used them at all, but this kind of rediscovery I got with Buen Fresco gave me the idea to maybe dig into my toppers and pair them with something sparkly. Now moving on to more visible progress, my foundation / highlighter, Rimmel Lasting Radiance. I didn't use it alone or as it is. I mixed it up with my other foundation in order to give them more glowy look. I think I use it approximately 9 times. And this summer I intend to use it as my body highlighter in order to have this peachy summery glow, and I hope that maybe by using it like this I can finish up by the end of summer. My biggest achievement during this panning process is e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I use it a lot, as you can see in this expanding haul. Great product for the price it is sold, and I also hope to finish it by the end of summer. What do you think? Do you think it's possible? If yes or no, please let me know in the comments down below. The second e.l.f. product that I'm currently panning is also e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. The actual progress is much smaller than I expected. I use it only 4 times as my eyeshadow base, and sometimes I use it also as my adjuster. But unfortunately the color is too dark and too yellow, so I have very hard time using it up. though the consistency and the actual coverage are great. My second biggest achievement is the expanding hole and pan in the Maybelline Cream Gel Eyeshadow. I use it almost every time I wear makeup. It's perfect if you need one and done look, maybe something mauve or cool toned. But if you have a lot of blending or you have a lot of gradient to do, actually it's not the best thing to reach for. You will end with uneven application, patchiness because of its consistency. But if you take it as a base, put Bon Fresco over it and then top it with ColourPop's Glass Bowl, you will get seamless transition and day-long crease-proof smooth makeup for your oily eyelids. If I tell you that I used this product the most, would you believe me? I used backup powder at least 14 times and there is no change in marking at all. How is it even possible? My actually first thought is maybe I mismarked it the last time. I maybe didn't tap enough, so maybe the product got stuck between the cap and the sieve, so I didn't get all of it when I was actually marking it at the beginning. My second thought is maybe I actually use so little of it that I don't see the actual difference. And now I'm starting to consider this one as the challenging product, not even the eyeshadows. And the very last product is a Flormar's green eye pencil. Actually, I do not want to use it near my eyelashes or waterline because it is so old. Meaning I can use it as my eye base only. And I use it as one, but only once. Because truth be told, I do not wear a lot of smoky green looks. So if you have any idea how to speed up the usage, or you know some YouTubers or makeup artists who are pretty good in making green looks or create a lot of green looks, please let me know in the comment section below. The second part of my project planning was spice it up products, where I randomly chose companion items from my lippies, eyeshadows, and eye pencils. This part, which supposedly had to spice it up, the part that I was the most excited about was the one that in reality I failed miserably. Let's start from the lips. I randomly picked this bright red Sephora lipstick to have more dramatic looks. Actually, I wear red pretty often and I really like it. But the eye looks I was going with during this period do not go well with such a bright, juicy red color. Instead, I gravitate towards something rosy, something very, very light, like Maybelline lip gloss, I think in the shade Petal, which I use so much that I'm almost done with it. I need actually to be in a certain mood to wear red lipstick. Plus, I definitely need a red lip liner in order to make sure that the lipstick doesn't smudge and stay put in place. On top of that, I somehow managed to crush my Tom Ford lipstick in color also red. I think I didn't twist it to the bottom enough and put the cup over while it was still up. So I ended with a lot of product in the cap that got stuck and smashed. Yeah. So now this accident turned Tom Ford red lipstick into my new project pan item. And I hope to finish it up so I do not waste such a pricey product. Next are eyeliners. I had green, blue, and orange. Actually, I didn't know what I was thinking when I welcomed one more green eye pencil in my routine, when I actually struggle so much with the Flormar one. So in the end, I didn't use the one that I got as Spice It Up products at all. The second one, the blue one, I love blue eyeliners and eye pencils. So initially I thought, oh, this period would be full of eyeliners, some very bright accents. But somehow I got this eye pencil cracked in the middle. And every time I was trying to draw an eye wing, it starts crumbling. Plus, it was tugging the skin all the time. So in the end, I could use it only in my waterline, which once again narrows down all the ways I can actually use it. And the third one was the orange one, which I also didn't use at all because I was so much discouraged by the epic fail I got with the blue one and the green one, even though the quality of it is top-notch. And the eyeshadow palette. It was Pat McGrath. I love it, and that was pretty successful item. I used each shade at least once. It pairs perfectly with ABH Modern Renaissance since it is matte heavy. So I put ABH in the crease and Pat went on my lid, and I was full of sparkle and seamless blending. They actually work great together. So to sum up, life happens and we have to adapt. As my new Spice It Up product, I will pick one topper that will go perfectly with all my less used shades. And it should very well complement the rest of the palette that I'm currently panning. Actually, I have one in mind. Give me a second. The shade Sweet from Blueberry Muffin on top of Golden Ochre, Burnt Orange and Real Gore will be perfect. Actually, no more eye pencils or no more lipstick. Let's stick with only one topper eye shade. So actually, I'm pretty happy with what I have to work with during this summer. Thank you for being with me today. See you next time. Bye!